I've bought a new car and I'm gonna lap it around Bathurst on Assetto Corsa. I'm not joking though, I actually did buy a new car in real life. And that car is 2014 manual Toyota 86. A lot of you might be asking why I've chosen that car in particular. It's not particularly fast and it's a little bit older, but if you watch this video, I go into depth about why I've chose this car specifically. And of course, I gotta drive it in the sim to see how fast I can lap it around Bathurst. So with that being said, sit back, relax, like and subscribe, and let's get into the hot laps. And here we are in a digital version of my Toyota AE86. We're going to do a couple hot laps and I'm going to explain why I bought this car personally. Let's get into it. So if you know me personally, you know that I love car history and I love cars that have an extensive history of why they were made. And the Toyota 86 is a fantastic example. So to start the story of this car, we actually need to go back to the mid-80s. And at that time, Toyota had the Corolla. The Corolla was still a very popular brand even back then. But there was one specific model of the Corolla called the AE86. Now some of you already know what this car is and why it's important. But for those who don't know, the Toyota AE86 was a rear-wheel drive economy Corolla. Came in a hatch, came with a flat boot. And what made this car so special was the fact that it was rear-wheel drive, and it was almost perfectly balanced with a 50-50 weight distribution between the front and the back, which made it very, very, very good at handling. And at the time in Japan, there was a race car driver by the name of Keiichi Tsuchiya. Now, Keiichi was a very good racing car driver. He was so good, in fact, that he would always have such a commanding lead that he would purposely oversteer the car. Now, what oversteer is when you go into a corner and the back of the car steps out on you. He found a way to control it to make his racing look a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. It's not fun to watch someone win by minutes at a time. Now around the same time, in Japan, there are these mountain roads called togeis. Essentially, it's a very twisty road that goes up and down mountains because Japan is full of mountains, it's beautiful. And it'd be there late at night, starting at around 11 p.m. and going into all hours, where this group of street racers would try to go up and down the togeis as fast as they could. And a lot of them were very flashy and wanted to do it with a lot of style. And that's where drifting comes from. And at that time, Keiichi's car of choice was the AE86. It was cheap and it was fun to drive. So it was with his AE86, Keiichi created a home video called Plopti. You can actually watch it on YouTube, it's very cool. I'll link it in the video description. And that's where the world of drifting came from, and Keiichi became the DK, the Drift King. Skipping forward about a decade into the late 90s, an anime comes out called Initial D. This is one of the most important pieces of media to drifting and Japanese car culture as a whole. Initial D centered around a character named Takumi Fujiwara, and he drove an AE86 up and down the togeis of Japan, versing a whole wide range of characters. And it exploded. It became a massive hit, especially with underground street races. Now, skipping about 20 years, or a little bit less than 20 years, Toyota decides they want to make a sort of a tribute car to the AE86. And at this time, cheap, affordable sport cars weren't around anymore. It was the early 2010s. People didn't want to spend money on these sorts of cars. People didn't want to drive manuals anymore. So to get it done, they had to partner with Subaru, where Subaru developed the engine and Toyota developed the chassis. And because of that partnership, that's where the Toyota 86 was born. This car has so much history and so much meaning behind it. It is a very special part of automotive history. Now, I'm 25 now. I didn't get my license till 2019. I was about 18, 19 then. At that time, this car was going through a bit of a rough patch. A group of people on the internet called the Sad Boys would take these cars and just slam them on their nuts and stance them out and just essentially just ruin them. It was very disappointing. They got a bit of a reputation for being just a shitty, slow car that teenage boys drive around. And I'm gonna be honest, it sort of impacted the way I looked at these cars, which you shouldn't let the internet tell you how you feel about a car, but I did. We'll do another warm-up lap. because I got more to say. And at the time when I was looking for my first car was an old Holden Barina that accidentally got totaled. Whoopsie. And I really wanted an 86. And at that time, they were really affordable, but it would have been all of my money. I would have had nothing left. I would have just had bought a car and that was it. Unfortunately, I had to settle for a different car. I ended up getting a Mitsubishi Lancer. Honestly, super reliable car, great car, but it's not an 86. It's front-wheel drive. It's pretty lame, but it was fine. Just fast forward to literally a week ago. I was looking at cars and one came up at a dealership, manual, 80,000 Ks, and at a very competitive price. And at this point, I was fortunate enough, I've saved up enough money to where I could buy this car and it wouldn't affect me. So I drove 2 hours from where I live to go look at this car. I saw it, body in immaculate condition, no dents, no scratches, interior perfect. I test drove it and I bought it on the spot. I am incredibly grateful that I've had the opportunity to buy this car and that I can say I own it. I know it's not fast. I didn't buy it for that. I bought it for its history and I bought it for what it represents and just how it drives and how it feels to drive, and it is such an amazing looking car. And it just sort of represents, I feel like, almost the last of the affordable rear-wheel drive sport cars. In Australia, a new sport car is anywhere between $40 to $60, maybe even $80,000. And it's sad to see, but regardless of that, I'm so glad I've been able to own it. And I'm gonna own it for a very, very long time. All right, here we go. We're gonna get into the hot lap now. I'm aiming for low 250s. Just after the 100, braking, only going down to third. Going out wide, turn one. Now, I still don't have a H-pattern shifter, so it's not completely accurate. My car is a manual. But if, I don't know, a sim company wants to sponsor me and maybe give me a H-pattern shifter, I'll take bribes. And we want to be braking just after the 100, add this little escape road bit there. Down to third, off the brakes, on the accelerator, nice and smooth. Try not to spill that water cup, like in the anime. Now, there is another anime, which is a sequel to Initial D that this car is a part of, called MF Ghost, where the main car is a red Toyota 86, which is the exact same one I have in real life. It's so cool. Getting as close to this wall as possible, getting this apex here, just flat out through this section here, holding it tight, heading out to the wall, make sure we don't scratch it. Now lift a little bit just to help rotate the car. Good. Now braking just before the banner. Oh no, I accidentally went down the second there. It's fine. It's fine. Holding on, big balls down the corkscrew. Now we're just braking just after this turn here. Wide and then in, and let the car rotate out wide. Oh, close to the wall there. Bombing it down Conrod, trying to unleash all 200 horsepower of this car. It's actually closer to 180, but again, I don't care. See where we top out at. 210. Well, now braking at around the 150, giving us enough time to slow the car down. Whoa. Held onto the brakes a bit longer than I normally would. And around the final corner, nice and easy. Oh, bit of wheel spin. There we are, 252.3. Thank you for listening to my tale. And there it is, my Toyota 86 around Bathurst, technically. This is such a huge milestone in my life, and I'm so grateful that I get to share it with all of you. I've been wanting this car for years, and I've finally been able to buy it. Also, thank you so much for all the support, and also a shout out to Dr. Mike, who commented on my video about him. I have no idea how he managed to see it. And also, sorry for not uploading last week. I got really busy buying the car. Like I said in the video, I had to travel 2 hours from where I live to get it, and it sort of took up the whole day that I normally spend editing and recording. But these things happen. I'll try to make videos every week. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.